Hey, what's good? This is Dismantling the Narrative with CMB 613. Thanks for checking out the channel where we bust open false narratives. If you end up agreeing with what AI me is saying and/or learned something, please like and subscribe. If you disagree, please let me know in the comments what you think I got wrong. Thank you. Now, let's get into this.
Let's dive right into the political firestorm that's absolutely rocking the UK. Now, this isn't just some war of words. This is a massive, high-stakes battle between a tech billionaire with a global megaphone and the elected leader of a G7 nation.
And it all kicked off with this. A single post from the world's richest man to his, 200 million followers. This wasn't just a critique. Oh no, this was a direct shot, an accusation that sparked a political inferno and put a prime minister on the back foot against a totally new kind of enemy, a tech mogul with the world as his audience. So who are the two people at the center of this incredible showdown? Well, on one side, you've got Elon Musk, a guy who basically answers to nobody. And on the other, Keir Starmer, a career politician who has to answer to voters. The contrast couldn't be more stark, right? One commands the lightning speed of the internet, and the other has to work with the slow, deliberate, grinding gears of government.
Okay, so this is where it goes way beyond a simple Twitter spat. We're about to see how this thing escalates into what some people are calling a direct attempt to destabilize a sovereign government. I mean, the sheer audacity here is just, wow. Appearing remotely at this rally in London, Musk didn't just criticize, he straight up demanded the immediate dissolution of Parliament. He told the crowd Britain couldn't wait for another election. Think about that. He's essentially calling for the government to be overthrown. This is a completely unprecedented move by a foreign citizen.
At the very heart of all this is a fundamental clash of ideologies. It's a battle over what freedom even means in our digital age.
And it all really boils down to how you see the UK's online safety law. Musk and his allies, they call it a digital gulag, basically a tool for mass censorship. But the Starmer government says, no, this is essential for online safety, for protecting kids, for fighting dangerous misinformation. It's a debate that's happening in democracies all over the world, but here it has just become explosive.
And the stakes are very, very real. Musk points to reports that thousands of people have been arrested for social media posts, some even facing years in prison. And he highlights this shocking irony. While this is happening, the UK is reportedly releasing violent criminals from prison early because they're overcrowded. He frames it as a government more interested in policing speech than actual crime.
All right, from here, the whole conflict gets deeply personal. Musk starts to weaponize Starmer's past, and he hones in on one of the most horrific scandals in modern British history.
So this timeline, this is the ammunition for Musk's most damaging accusation. The Rotherham scandal involved organized criminal networks exploiting children on a massive scale, often while the authorities just failed to act. It was a colossal failure. And as you can see, for 5 of those crucial years, the UK's top prosecutor was none other than Keir Starmer.
Just let this number sink in for a second. 1,400. That is the minimum number of child victims just in the town of Rotherham. Musk uses this staggering figure to make what might seem like an abstract institutional failure horrifyingly, painfully concrete. Now, Starmer's defense is firm. He says he tackled this problem head-on. He claims he changed the prosecution guidance and points out that he personally authorized the first major grooming gang prosecution in Rotherham back in 2012. He's basically dismissing Musk's attacks as politically motivated lies.
But Musk, and a lot of other people, are firing back with some really tough questions. You know, if Starmer tackled it head-on way back in 2008, why did it take 4 more years for that first big prosecution? And as the top prosecutor in the entire country, couldn't he have put more pressure on the police to make this a national priority? These are the questions that just will not go away.
And trust me, those questions are not just staying online. This whole war of words is having a massive real-world impact on politics, on public opinion, and yeah, even on the economy.
Get this, analysts have actually found a direct, measurable link between what Musk does on his platform and the Prime Minister's approval ratings. One report found that just 15 of Musk's likes, 15 clicks of a button on critical content, cut Starmer's popularity by almost 3%. That is a stunning amount of influence for one person's thumb. And it's not just the public. The financial markets are watching this very closely. You have these prediction markets where people literally bet on political outcomes, and they're giving Starmer a 61% chance of being forced to resign by the end of 2026. That is a huge vote of no confidence from Wall Street.
Then Musk ran this incredibly provocative poll asking his followers if America should liberate Britain. Over 2 million people voted, and 60% said yes. Now, obviously, it's not a scientific poll, but the symbolism is so powerful. It just goes to show he can mobilize a huge global audience against a world leader.
So the consequences are just spiraling. You've got a diplomatic crisis brewing, straining that all-important UK-US relationship. You've got real economic anxiety, with people worried that one bad post from Musk could hurt tourism. And maybe the most damaging thing, Silicon Valley insiders are now reportedly starting to see Britain as an enemy of liberty, a place that's just too unstable to invest in. Ouch.
So, okay, let's zoom out for a minute. What does this whole unprecedented conflict really tell us about where power lies in the 21st century?
Because this really is a landmark case. It's a showdown between the unaccountable global power of one tech billionaire and the accountable national power of a democratic government. Remember, Starmer has to answer to voters, Musk answers to absolutely no one.
And you can think of it as a new kind of asymmetric warfare. Musk can launch a narrative that hits millions of people in seconds. He can shape the story faster than the slow, deliberate machinery of democracy can ever hope to respond. And the result? Trust in our public institutions just starts to erode.
And you better believe that leaders across the globe are watching this with alarm. From Berlin to Paris, they see Musk's tactics. They're borderless, they're inflammatory, and they're incredibly disruptive, and they're all fearing that they could be next. What's happening in Britain is a massive wake-up call for every single democracy.
Which leaves us all with this final, absolutely critical question. As information flows instantly across the entire globe, who really shapes our world? Is it the people we elect to govern us, or is it the individuals who control the platforms we all use to speak? The answer to that question is going to define the future of democracy itself.
Hey, I just wanted to jump in and clarify something. The video makes it sound like the tech billionaire is just doing it for his own selfish reasons, but that isn't what I believe is actually happening here. It seems like the tech billionaire is standing up for the people of the country that he believes is being taken advantage of, because the government is overreaching, and it's public for everybody to see on the internet that that is exactly what is happening. So I think there's a big difference in what is happening and the way they make it sound like you have a choice to make between listening to a tech billionaire or your government. Right now, in this instance, I would say tech billionaire is who you should be listening to, and the government seems like they're up to shady practices. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify that and make my stance known. Thanks for watching Dismantling the Narrative. I'm CMB613. Like and subscribe. Peace out.